Now IBPS RRB PO Prelim paper number 3. Now in this question numbers 1 to 4. Now in this 1 to 4, these 4 are based on coding and decoding. Now coding and decoding tell me whether it first or the second priority. Definitely under the first. Then committee to protect the forest and protect. And what is the word that is common between the first and the second? 1, 2 and 4. The word that is common is protect. Then what is the code? My code FR, and the code for protect is FR. Next one, committee to forest. Committee to forest 2 is the word that is common between the first and the third. And the code that is common between the first and the third, RE. The code to this word 2 is RE. Then first and the fourth. Committee and forest are the 2 words that are left over. Committee and forest. Then committee and forest are the 2 words that are left over. And what are the codes? ES, PT and any other. ES or PT. Then people in town. People is common between second and third. And the code that is common. People code now people is here and CH is the code for people. Then second and fourth in and a town. Again there are 2 unknowns. In and town, and these 2 words were not repeated anywhere, hence BA or MO in any order. And next one, follow on. Now follow is the word that is common between the third and the fourth, and the code that is common is GA. The code given to the word follow is GA. Then on, and its code is DV. On is DV, and here schemes and 2 already one question and 2 is RE. Now schemes is the word that is left over, and the code to this schemes is YU. Now these are the words and their corresponding codes. And what is the code to the word town? BA or MO. BA, MO, choice by question number 1. Then what does the code PT stands for? The code PT stands for either committee or forest. Forest or committee, that is choice 2. What may be the code for protect well? Protect is FR. And well is what? And well. Now this well is not given as the word in any one of the statements. And the code to this well can be any code other than the given codes. Hence FR must be common. This is ruled out, this is ruled out, this is ruled out. IQ. Can IQ be the code to the word well? My IQ academic evidence. Hence it can be the code to the word. Hence choice 3, question number 3. And fourth one is people protect trees. And people is CH. And protect is FR, and trees CHFR, and trees is MK. Then what is the code to protect trees? And protect stands for what? FR, and 2 is RE, and trees is MK. RE, FR, MK. RE, FR, MK, choice to question number 4. Then coming to question number 5 onwards. Now in this one 5 to 8. 5 to 8, what is information we have? And 10 people celebrate their anniversary on 2 different dates. On 5 different months. 5 different months, 2 dates were given, no other parameter is added. Just we need to find out who is celebrating on which month. In which month. And then, hence, let us start with this one, Jan. And what are the dates we have here? Jan 15th and Jan 20th. Jan 15th, Jan 20th. And next one, March 15, March 20th, Jan, March, and next one, April 15 and April 20th, and next to June and November. Now June 15, June 20th, and November 15 and November 20th. Now 10%. Then extend the lines like this. Then coming to condition number 1. మనం చెప్పండి ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్ ఏముంది ఇందులో? Now coming to this one, now B. A celebrates anniversary after B. A is after B, the word immediate is not given, A is anywhere after this B. And C celebrates his anniversary on 15th of the month, which has 31 days. And 15th of a month, which has 31 days, Now here March and Jan are the 2 months which are having 31 days. And C can be either March 15 or Jan 15. March or Jan. And exactly 2 persons in between C and D, 1 to D is here. And here also 2 persons between C and D is here. And exactly 3 persons between D and E. Now between D and E there must be exactly 3. E can be here, that is one possibility, or E can be here, that is the second possibility. Now in this one there is only one possibility, E must be in on 20th of June. And K celebrated anniversary just before L. K is just before L, and but not in June or November. K and L cannot be in these 2 months, June and November. And K and L must be adjacent to each other, isn't it? K and L cannot be in the month of June and November. And but not in June, and also both K and L celebrate in the same month. Now K and L are celebrating in the same month, hence in this case K and L must be in the month of April, isn't it? Now K and L must be in the same. Now here K and L, here this is the possibility we have K and L, Jan. Now if it is in the month of Jan, E cannot be here, E must be here. And next one, K and L were fixed, and the number of persons celebrating before E is same as after M. And between E and M, they must be equidistant. E is at the last, M must be at the beginning. Is it possible? And in this case is ruled out. Then coming back to this one, E is third from the bottom, M must be third from the top. Then both N and O celebrate anniversary in the same month, and N celebrates an anniversary before O. N and O same month, and N is before O, N and O is. Then finally we have left with this information, B is before A, and B Jan 20th, A June 15th. Clear? Then coming to question number 5, how many of them are celebrating anniversary before N? Now before N, how many people are there? There are some 8 people. 8 that is given in more than 4, choice 5. And how many of them are celebrating between M and L? Between M and L there are only 2 people, choice 1, question number 6. And who celebrates anniversary at the last? O, that is choice 5, 7. And 8th one, find the odd one out. B, C, L, E, D. Now B on 20th, and C on Jan 15, and L on 20th, and E on 20th, and D is also on 20th, except C. The remaining 4 persons celebrated on 20th, C is on 15th. Then question number 9 onwards. 9 onwards, it is based on and set of numbers. Now set of numbers, only 2 questions were given under this one. If 2 is added to each odd digit and 1 is subtracted from each even digit, which are the following thus found will be the second largest among them? Now the question is about second largest. Now second largest, 2 is added to each odd digit. Odd digit 2 is added, this is 7 and this is 9. And then even numbers, 1 is subtracted from each even, this is 3, this is 1 and this is 3. Then which are the following the second largest? Now what is the second largest? The first largest is 735, second one is 532, and 532 that is choice. Then 10th one, and 1 is added to each even digit of the numbers, and all the digits are arranged in ascending order within the number. Then what will be the sum of the middle digits of the numbers thus formed, isn't it? Then now we need to add, 1 is added to each even digit. Now each even digit 1 is added. Now this will be 5 and this is 9 and this is how much? This is 7. Now this is 3 and 5 and here, that's it. Then all these numbers are, all the digits are arranged in ascending order within the number, and this number will be 3, 3 and 5, and here again. Then what will the sum of all the middle numbers, middle digits of the numbers thus formed? Now middle digit ikkada 3 is the middle digit, and here 5, 9 and 7, 7 is the middle digit. Now here 3, 3 and 5, and 3 is the middle digit. Here 1, 5 and 7, 5 is the middle, and here 3, 5 and 7, 5 is the middle, and 10 plus 10 plus 3, 23, choice 4. Then 11 onwards. Now question number 11, it is based on 8 persons seated around a square table, and 4 are away from the center and 4 are facing towards the center. And 4 away and 4, the persons who are sitting at the corners, middle of the 4 persons sitting at the corners are facing outside. Now how many persons are there? 8 persons, and out of which 4 at the corners and 4 at the center. Now the persons who are at the corners are away from the center. And similarly the persons who are at the centers are facing towards the center. Then coming to condition number 1. Nihal sits at one of the sides. Nihal sits at one of the sides. Out of these 4, you can take any one of these 4. Nihal sits at one of the sides, and 2 persons between Nihal and Pranav. Between Nihal and Pranav, there must be exactly 2. How many possibilities we have? 2 possibilities. And Pranav can be to the left hand side or to the right hand side of this Nihal. Isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the persons who are at the corners. Now they are away from the center, and centers are facing towards the center. And centers are facing towards the center. Okay. Now here 8 persons were there, and we have 2 different possibilities to this one. Just now we have looked at the second possibility as well. Now out of these 8 persons at the corners are away from the center. Now these 4 are away, and the remaining 4 are facing towards the center. Now here also these 4 are away, and this is facing towards the center. Then Nihal. Now Nihal is here, and this Pranav. And Pranav, there are 2 persons between Nihal and Pranav. And similarly here also Nihal is here. Now this Pranav should be at this, isn't it? And 2 possibilities are there. 1 person between Pranav and Lucky, where Lucky is not an immediate neighbor of Nihal. Lucky and Nihal are not immediate neighbors, and so Lucky cannot be here, and so Lucky is here. Now here also Lucky cannot be here. Now Lucky is at this. The next one. And 2 persons between Lucky and Advik. Now between Lucky and Advik there must be exactly 2 people. Hence Advik is here. Now in this case Lucky and Advik there must be exactly 2. Advik is here. Lucky and Advik. And Iqbal sits to the immediate left of Tejas. And Iqbal and Tejas are adjacent to each other. And if Iqbal is here, then Tejas will be here, then Iqbal will be immediate right. Or if Tejas is here, Iqbal is here, then also Iqbal is to the immediate right rather than left. And this case is ruled out. Now we have left with this one. Now in this case, Iqbal and Tejas. If Iqbal is here, Tejas will be here, or Iqbal is here, Tejas will be here. And they get the 2 possibilities. Then Iqbal and Tejas. Iqbal is sitting out to the left of Ronit. Iqbal is sitting out to the left of Ronit. If Ronit is here, Iqbal will be here. Or if Ronit is here, Iqbal will be here. Here again there are 2 possibilities. And Lohit sits second to the left of Pranav. Now Lohit is here. Lohit sits second to the left of Pranav. Then Iqbal sits out to the left of Ronit. Iqbal is out to the left of Ronit. Ronit is here. Now if Ronit is here, Iqbal is here. Now if Iqbal is here, then who is the other person here? Teja must be. None? Then who among the following is not sitting opposite to each other? Pranav and Nihal. Are they opposite to each other? No. Then question number 2. And 12th one, who is seated second to the left of Tejas? Second to the left of Tejas, Nihal, and Nihal, that is choice by question number 12. Then 13, who among the following sitting exactly between Pranav and Lucky? Now Pranav and Lucky, Ronit, that is choice 1, question number 13. And who sits out to the right of Lucky? And now out to the right of Lucky, and 1, 2, 3, Nihal. Nihal, that is choice 2, question number 14. The next one, 15 onwards. Now 15 onwards, they fall under syllogisms. Syllogisms first or the second, and logically follows that is the first model and first priority. All these books are what? All books are pens, and only a few pens are bottles. That means only some of the pens are bottles, but not all. What do you mean with this one? Only some pens are bottles, but not all. This entire pen cannot be a part of this bottle, and no bottle is pot. No bottle is pot, no intersection between bottle and a pot. Then first one, all books are pot. That is false. Some books are not pot. Book is here and pot is here. And no book is a pot, some books are not pot is also true. Now to make this one false, then we need to prove all books are pot. Now tell me, is it possible to write pot like this or not? All books are pot. Pot cannot be intersected with this bottle. And without intersecting this one, I can able to write like this. And alternate diagram to previous conclusion false. And in the same diagram, Now the earlier conclusion, all books are parts, which was false. Now it has become true now. Then what is your answer? Either 1 or 2. Choice 3, question number 15. Then 16th one. Now in this question number 16, only a few stands are rooms. That means only some stands are rooms, but not all. Only some stands, but not all. And all these rooms are chairs. This entire room is a part of what? Chair. And no chair is a table, no intersection between chair and a table. Then first one, some rooms are not chairs. Some rooms are not tables. Now here, room is here, table is here. And no room is a table, some rooms are not table. Is it possible or not? And coming to the next one. All chairs are stands is a possible. This entire chair must be a part of stand. Is it possible or not? All chairs are stands and now this entire chair is a part of this stand. Isn't it? And both 1 and 2, that is choice 5, question number 16. The next one. And 17. Now in the 17th one, some fruits are apple. Now some fruits are apple. These are the fruits that are apple, fruit in an apple. And only a few apples are mangoes. Only some apples are mangoes, but not all. And some mangoes are kiwis. Now some mangoes are kiwis. And some fruits are kiwis, no intersection. All, and some apples are kiwis, that is also false. And so neither 1 nor 2, choice 4, question number 17. The next one, 18th one. How many such pairs of letters are there in the word self-food? S-E-L-F-H-O-O-D. Now we need to find out pairs here. And yes, there is no letter more than this S, no need to count. E, F, G, H. Now between E and H, how many letters are there in this word? 2. Again in the English alphabet also between E and H there are only 2 letters, F and G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. L, M, N, O. And O, P, Q and so on. F, G, H, I, J. H, I, J and so on. Left to right there are only 2. And again in the reverse, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. O. No letter more than this one, P, Q, R, S. And P, Q, R, S. H, I, J, K, L. That's it. F, G, H. And so many are there? There are only 2. Choice 1, 18th one. Then 19. Now here there are some 5 stars. There are 5 stars K, L, M and O. Now these 5 are being compared in the brightness. And star M is brighter than L. M is brighter than L, but not as bright as N. That is, N is brighter than M. And K is only brighter than star L. That means this K is brighter than only one star, that is L. And it is less brighter than the remaining 3. And K and L were there, and O is not the brightest. O cannot be at this place, hence N must be here. If N is here, and O is not the brightest, but brighter than M, hence O is brighter than M. Hence N, O, M, K, L is the order. Then how many stars are brighter than K? There are 3, choice 3, question number 19. Then 20th, and which star is the brightest among the stars? N. N that is given in choice 4, question number 20. The next one, 21 to 25. Now in this 21 to 25, there are 10 people and 5 are facing towards south and 5 are facing towards north. Then tell me who are the persons who are facing towards north here. Row 1, A, B, C, D and E, they are facing towards north. A to E are the persons facing towards north, and the remaining P, Q, R, S and T are facing towards south. P to T south. First we need to represent the data like this. Then C sits south to the right of E. As C is seated south to the right of E, then how many possibilities we have for this one? If E is here and C sits south to the right of E, there is one possibility. And in the second case, second case now C sits south to the right of E, if E is seated second from the left and C is first from the right. And 2 persons are in between, and one who sits second to the right of R is facing E. The one who is facing E is seated second to the right of R. And the one who is facing E seated second to the right of R. Then, and 2 persons are in between P and S. And P and S is facing D. And P and S, there are 2 persons, S is facing D. Isn't it? P and S is facing whom? S is facing D. Now P is not an immediate neighbor of R. As P is not an immediate neighbor of R, P cannot be in these 2 places. As P cannot be in these 2 places, what are the possibilities for this P? And P can be here or not P? Okay? No. Why it can't be no? And two persons between P and S possible or not? Yes, S will be here. If S is here, S and B are opposite to each other, not possible. Hence P cannot be at this place as well. As P cannot be here, then what is the only place left out? Now P must be at this. Now if P is here, S will be here. S is here, S and B are opposite to each other. And again coming back to this one, P cannot be at this place, isn't it? Then P. If you take P at this place, then what happens? And S and R must be in the same place, not possible. Hence P must be here. P is here, S is here. S and B are not opposite, this is ruled out. Then next one person sits between A and D. D who is not facing P. D is not facing P, D is here, A is here. Then two persons are in between Q and T. T who is sitting at one of the ends, T is here and Q will be here. Done? Then how many are in between S and the one who is facing A? Now the one who is facing A is P, and between S and P there are only two people, two, that is choice one, 21st. Then 22nd, which are the following persons which is second to the left of the one who is facing Q? The one who is facing Q is C. Now to this person second to the left, that is B, choice 3, 22nd. And four out of the following means odd one out. E, T, P, A. E, T, P, A, they are at the ends. Now R is at the center. R, that is choice 2. Then 24, which of the following pairs are at extreme end? Now B and R are not extreme. Q and B is false. And A and Q false. T and E, yes, choice for question number 24. Then next one, 25. Now 25, it is based on directions, only two questions given under this one, definitely under the first priority. And Teddy is at home, now he wants to go to market. He started walking towards now. Now H is home from here. First, north direction 5 meters, then took a left turn and walks for 4 meters and to coffee shop, and from this coffee shop, then he walks 4 meters north direction from coffee shop, and north direction he walks 4 meters north, and then took right turn and walks 3 meters to reach the market. Now 3 meters not to reach the market. This is the market. Then find the shortest distance between coffee shop and market. Now coffee shop and market, now this is the different distance. Now it is the shortest distance between 3 square and 4 square. 3 square and 4 square is how much? 5 meters. 9 plus 16, 25, under root is 5 meters, 25. And what is the direction of market with respect to home? Market, in order to reach to market from home, north and west to northwest. Northwest, there is choice for question number 26. Clear? Then 27 to 30. Now in this 27 to 30, now 10 members are living in a building. Now 10 members living in a building which has 10 floors, and they all play different music instruments. Now here in this one, 10 persons, 10 floors, it itself is a lengthy one, and at the same time one parameter is added to this one, and stalemate comes under the first or the second priority, isn't it? Because by this time we have already done all these 26 questions. Then 27 to how many questions were there? 30. Then 31. Now question number 31 onwards. Certain number of persons are sitting in a linear row, and we have already left some questions ahead of this one, and we cannot dare to leave some more questions in this one because it is an RRB PO. And must start chedam amaridi certain number. Then 5 persons are in between P and R. In between P and R, how many? 5 persons. If P is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, R is here. Or what is the second possibility? If R is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, P is here. And 5 persons between P and R. M sits out to the left of P. M is here, out to the left of. And M is here, out to the left of P is M. And 3 persons are in between S and W. W sits to the immediate left of R. Now W is to the immediate left of R, isn't it? Now where is this W? And W who sits to the immediate left of R. Then now W is to the immediate left of R, W. The next one, 3 persons between S and W, and 3 in between S and W, and S can be here, can be left hand side or right hand side, and 3 persons between S and W, hence we cannot have S at this. Now 3 persons between S and W, 1, 2, 3, and S is here, 1, 2, 3, and 3 persons between S and W. The next one, and 3 in between S and W. W is remains left. Number of persons sitting in between R and S is same as T and S. R and S is same as T and S, which implies S must be exact in between R and T. And S who is not in immediate to P. S is not adjacent to P, hence S cannot be here. S cannot be here, S must be here. S is not adjacent to P. Then, now R and S. How many people in between R and S? There are exactly 2 people. Hence, in between S and T, we need to have 2 people, 1, 2, T. Now, here R and S, how many people are in between R and S? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people in between R and S, and so 4 people between T and S. And there are 4 people in between T and S. Then, and S is not an immediate neighbor of T. Number of persons between R and W, same as M and U. R and W is same as M and U. R and W are adjacent, and M and U must be adjacent, isn't it? R and W are adjacent, and M and U must be adjacent. You can bet any one of these 2 places. Now here also R and W and U can bet any one of these 2 places. Then next one, U sits to the left of M. Now U is to the left of M, and in this case U is to the left hand side of M. Now here in this case U is to the left hand side of M. Now till now both the cases are possible, and N sits. U sits at the left of M, and sits second from one of them, and U is seated second from one of them. In this case, U cannot be second from any one of the ends, and this is ruled out. And U is seated second from one of the ends, U is here. Then, a number of persons between S and N. S and N is 1 more than U and P. S and N must be 1 more than U and P unknown. Now, in between U and P, how many people are there? 3. And in between S and N, we need to have 4 people. Now, 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, and N is here, isn't it? Or N can be right hand side. Is more than one number in between, is more than the number of persons are sitting in between U and P. U and P. N sits at one of the ends. As N is at one of the ends, hence N cannot be adjusted. As N cannot be here, then what is the only possibility we have here? Now S and N. My S K N came 4 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, N is. And N is at one of the extreme ends. Clear now? Then how many persons are there in this row? How many are there in this one? 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now 20, that is choice 3, question number 31. And how many are in between R and N? In between R and N, how many are there? And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 persons in between R and N, choice 2, 33. Then 33, which among the following persons is 4th to the left of S? And 4th to the left of S, that is W, choice 2. And how many persons are sitting to the right of the one who sits out to the right of R? Now R ki third right over S. S ki third right T. And T, how many persons are sitting to the right of the one who sits out to the right of R? Okay. Now third to the right of R, who is that person? S. Now to this S, how many persons are there to the right hand side? 5 people. And 5, that is choice 3. Follow here question. R ki third right ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాడికి right hand side ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? Then 35. Now 35 onwards, it is based on inequalities. Now inequalities, at the rate of transfer what? At the rate of transfer greater than or equals to, and at the rate of transfer greater than. Now first convert the symbols. At the rate of is greater than, and copy rate stands for neither smaller than nor greater than. Neither smaller nor greater means copy rate must be equal to. And end stands for neither greater than nor equal to. Then this at the rate of stands for what? Not greater than. Not greater than means lesser than or equal to. And at the same time, and this home stands for neither smaller nor equal, greater than. And this copy rate stands for copy rate neither smaller nor greater, it must be equal. And end stands for neither greater nor equal, hence it must be lesser than. And percentage, not smaller than means greater than or equal. Now these are the 5 symbols we have. At the rate of, lesser than or equals to, and copy rate is equals to, and stands for lesser than, and percentage is what? Greater than or equals to, and this is lesser than or equal. Then tell me what is your answer here. r lesser than or equals to s equals to t lesser than u by combining all the three steps. T greater than or equals to r lesser than or equals to t greater than or equals to r and u, and r lesser than u but not equal to. Only one, that is choice 1, 35. Then 36th one, and A greater than B, and B percentage, B greater than or equals to C, and C equals to D. Now percentage means greater than or equals to, and this ohm transfer greater than. Now A and D. A greater than D is to equal to is false. D and B greater than D is to. D lesser than B, greater than B is false. And for your answer, neither one not two, choice for 36. Then 37th one. Now in this 37, Q and, that is Q lesser than W, and W lesser than or equals to V, and V greater than H. Now in this one, and stands for lesser than, percentage stands for greater than or equal. Now between Q and H, two opposite symbols. As two opposite symbols, no relation. Then what is your answer? Then no relation between these two, but whereas now both the conclusions are in between Q and H. In one of the conclusions, two symbols were given greater than or equal to, the other one is lesser than. And among these three, only one can happen. If the second one is true, first will be false. Or if second is false, first will be true. And so what is your answer? Either one or two. Choice 3, question number 37. Then 38. Now in this 38, word formation. And word 1, 3, 7 and 9. 1, 3, 7 and 9. Now with the help of this one, tell me what are the words that can be formed. Now S, P, T, O, isn't it? Now S, P, T, O, and spot and post, isn't it? And more than one such word, Z. So more than one such word, Z as your answer, choice 5. Then the next one, 39. Now in this 39, there are 7 members in a family, and they contains 2 married couples. That means how many persons got married? 4. And C is the grandfather of K. Now this C is the grandfather of K. K's father or mother's father is C. C is the grandfather. And D is the mother of L. Now this D is the mother of L, and E is the sister-in-law of L. L is the brother of F. Now this L is the brother of F, and at the same time E is the sister-in-law of L. E is the sister-in-law of L can be F's wife. That is one possible. Or L's sister-in-law brother's wife. L's brother's wife, or L's spouse's sister. Then B is the child of E. Now this B is the child of whom? B is the child of E. As B is the child of E, K is the grandson of D. Now this K is the grandson of D. C and D are married couple, and K is the grandson. Then K is the grandson of D. D is having a child L, isn't it? L is here, and B is the child of E. How many couples are there? There are only 2 couples. As there are only 2 couples here, there is one more couple, isn't it? Now to this couple, and who are those 2 couples here? F and E, isn't it? F and E. Now F is here, then E is here, and F and E, and to this F and E, who is the child? B is the child, and one more person is left over, that is L. L is here. Then L, who is the brother of F, B is the child of E, and K is the grandson of D. F has one daughter. F has one daughter, she is none other than B. Clear? Then who among the following persons is the father of F? My F's father. C, that is choice 439. And how is B related to C? Now C is son's daughter, granddaughter, choice 340. Now we have left one more set in this one, and what is that one? 27. Now check out the time, how much time that is left over. Okay, not now, in the examination. In the examination, check out how much time is left over. Then if you are left with around 3 to 4 minutes, then you can able to start with it. Okay. Then now when compared with this one, 25 to 20, 25 to 25, 21, not 27. When compared with this 27, not 27, and 27 to 30 work on, and 27 to 30, the time it takes to solve 27 to 30, during that time, can we able to solve 31 to 40 or not? All the remaining questions can be done. The 10 questions can be done at the cost of these 4. Isn't it? Hence, that should be the first priority and these 4 must be the second priority. Okay? One chapter. Then 27 to 30. 27, no? Yes, 27 to 30. Now, here there are some 10 members and living in a building which has 10 floors. Now, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now 10 floors, 10 persons are staying in these 10 different floors. 10 persons staying on these 10 different floors. Then coming to condition number 1. Now first time only 4 persons between X and the one who plays symbols. X and symbols who lives below X. X and the one who plays symbols, there must be exactly 4 people. Isn't it? And the one who plays symbols lives below X. X who lives on an odd number floor. X lives on an odd number floor. And what are the different possibilities we have? And X lives on an odd number floor. I can start with them. And X is on the 9th floor. That is one possibility. And the one who plays symbols and must be on the 4th floor. Isn't it? Now this is one possibility. And in the next case, if X is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, then symbols will be here. Then inko possibility unda leda? Only 2 possibilities. Next ikkada X raval. Then symbols there is no possibility. And there are only 2 possibilities to this. And J who plays clarinet lives on the 8th floor. J who plays clarinet and lives on the 8th floor. Now J who plays clarinet lives on the 8th floor. And lives on the 8th floor. And only 2 persons lives between J and R. In between J and R there must be exactly 2. Now here also in between J and R there must be exactly 2. And R and the one who plays violin are in immediate floor. R and the one violin and they are in immediate floor. And R and the one violin are in immediate floor. So here violin can be here, R violin can be here. There are 2 possibilities. Isn't it? In the first case we have only 1. And the number of floors above to the one who plays violin is same as below sitar. Now here there are 4 above this one and 4 must be below sitar. Sitar must be here. R is sitar. Now in this case we are getting 2 different possibilities. And again sitar also we get 2 possibilities. Let us keep this aside. It is single possibility in contingent. And you can last money. Then and violin is same as below sitar. K lives immediately below to the one sitar. And K is immediately below the one sitar. K is here. The one who plays accordion lives on an even number floor but not below R. Above this R, accordion, and it must be on the 10th floor. Isn't that is the only thing left over here? And the next one. And only 3 persons between accordion and G. Now 1, 2, 3, G must be on the 6th floor. And next one, T plays drums and lives immediately above to H. Now T plays drums and immediately above to H. T and H can be 3rd and 2nd floor or 2nd and 1st floor. And immediately above to H. H who plays either flute or guitar. H plays either flute or guitar. Isn't it? Either flute or guitar. And N and K live on immediate floors. N and K lives on immediate floors. N is here. If N is here, T and H must be like this. If T and H is here, T is drums. Isn't it? And T is drums. And only and B plays a harmonica. Now B plays a harmonica. Where can we fix this one? B is here on the 7th floor and this B plays a harmonica. And next one and 2 floors between B and F. And F must be on the top floor. And the one who plays flute is living immediately below to F. And so flute is here. Now if this person plays flute, H is either flute or guitar. Flute is not possible guitar. And if this is guitar, then what is the other thing left over here? No, piano. Now piano, N must be piano. Done with this? Then N plays which instrument? N plays which instrument? N is playing piano, that is choice to 27. And who plays flute? And X plays flute, choice 328. How many floors are there between X and the one guitar? Now between X and the one who plays guitar, now tell me how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 and more than 5, so I spy 29. Then 30th, and which among the following is correct? And 7 G sitar. Now 7 G sitar false, and 3 T drums. Third floor T drums is false. 2 H and piano false, and 4 K cymbals, and that is definitely two choice for question number 30. Done with this? Now this is about question number 27 to 30. And with this we have completed this reasoning section 1 to 40. Then anything else left in this paper? Number series. Questions please. And 50 onwards. Now coming to question numbers 50 onwards, number series. And what will come in place of the question mark? We need to find out the next number here. Now, difference, product or combination? Difference, because numbers are increasing at a smaller rate. 12. Next one 18. Next 24. Next 13. 12 and 18 6. 6. 6. 6. 36. 104 plus 36 140 choice. Differences of difference is constant. 6 is constant. Then next one 51. Now in this question number 51. Number started with 16, ending with 14,000. Again from here to here, it is increased by at least 7 times. And numbers are increasing at a very fast rate. And it must be under product or combination, isn't it? And product or combination. Now, product or combination akka try cheyali. Last, highest pair. Now 2445 and 14706. It is multiplied with how much? Into 6. Now 2440 into 6. 15,000. And plus, how much? 2445 into 6 and then just 2450 into 6. Isn't it? Then plus how much? Plus 36. Now plus 36 is 1470. Now 6 and 36. 6 and 6 square. Then next change 1, 2, 3. And see here. Into 2 plus 2 square. Next into 3, 36 into 3, 108 plus 9, 3 square, 108 plus 9, 17. Into 2 plus 2 square, into 3 plus 3 square, into 4 plus 4 square. 117 into 4 and 68. 468 plus 16 and 68 plus 16, 484 choice. Then the given numbers can be written as into 2 plus 2 square, into 3 plus 3 square, into 4 plus 4 square, into 5 plus 5 square, and so on. Then coming to question number 52 and 3845. Difference, product or combination difference. 38 and 45 7. Next one is so much 9, 11, 13, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 93 choice 3. Then next one 53. Now 36, 67. Now here the blank. Now from blank to this number, blank choices are below 200. Now 200 to 850 almost it is 4 times double. Hence it cannot be under difference. Isn't it? Then what is the logic we have here? 53. Now, and if we check out this one 36 and 67, 72 and 67. Answer? No. Here number is 104 and 145. 104 and 145. Here the number is so much? 44 and this one 41 is the number. 41. And if it is 41, then what is the previous one? 67 and 104. And 67 and 104. Difference 37. And next difference 31. 31, 37, 41, 43. And 43. 145 plus 43. That is 188. If it is 188, next 47 raval. 188 plus 47 cannot be 850. And 188 plus 47. And now here it is 12, 35, 235. Okay, make an error on this. It cannot be 850. Okay, now prime numbers are added. Now equal 235 directly we will go for difference. And the missing number is 188 choice. And consecutive prime numbers are added 53. Then 54, 84, 28. Number ones decrease. From there onwards it is increasing. 84 and 28. How can you let this one? Divided by 3. 84 divided by 3. And 28. 28 and this one into how much? Into 4 divided by 3 into 4. Next one divided by 5 into 6. Now 22 into 6, 132 and 134.4. Choice 4 is the answer. 54. Clear? Now this is about RRB PO prelim paper number 3. And next is quant.